Welcome to the 3D pen then. While talking about painting with 3D pen, we made a tower. That video was mostly about how to make the veneer sheet for the roof. And afterwards I got some requests to show you how to make the brick texture too. So here we go. I used the two bottom segments of 3D Mate mat for this, because the grids make the process more precise, faster and cleaner looking. And then I just edit out what I don't need with pliers to make it look like a brick pattern. Now to add the background color, I will make the color sheet for that separately and attach the brick I just made later. That way, if something goes wrong, I don't have to redo both parts. And I can close all the holes that may form in the background sheet without disturbing my beautiful brick texture I just worked so hard to get. Now, how do we get from here to a smooth colored sheet? There are three possible options: ironing, baking, and another way that we have not talked about much yet, and that is cooking it on an electric griddle or even a regular stovetop griddle. But I like the electric one. I can use it in the studio instead of messing up my kitchen. Plus, I can take it outside on the porch for ventilation purposes. Besides the griddle, we will need a control light, the obvious safety equipment, a couple of Teflon sheets, and 2 marble tiles for cooling. I set my griddle to the temperature of about 400 Fahrenheit. But test your griddle, they vary from brand to brand in how long they preheat and how hot they get and so on. Put the Teflon sheet and the project on the cold appliance, the front side down, and let it heat slowly as the appliance is preheating. My griddle takes about 5 minutes to preheat, and by that time the plastic is usually melted smooth, but it is usually showing a few holes, some of which will close if you leave it a bit longer, and some just won't close no matter how long you leave it. So when it's melted, so it looks glossy all over, I cover it with second Teflon sheet and rub the holes shut with a rolled up rag. I tested a bunch of tools for this smoothing part, but so far the rolled up rag produced the best results. Once you close all the holes, rub it gently and evenly all over, on both sides. And check it against the control light to make sure there are no holes left. If there are, rub some more. Once they are all gone, take it off and set it in between 2 marble tiles to cool it down completely and without any unwanted warping. Now comes the best part. You get to check how the colors blended. And as you can see, the front side is more orange and the back side still retained way more red. I think I still prefer the orange side, so I will use that one. Just quickly stick them together with the pen in the corners so they stay put and do not shift during the second melt. Again, set it on the griddle the front side down and wait until the grid and the background fuses into one piece. There are no holes this time, so I will just rub it ever so gently to get rid of the gloss and to even out the thickness. Use a light touch as not to misshape the straight lines of the brick texture. And here we go! Ready to make the tower, the same way we made the roof. Here is that video if you need a refresher. And until next time, go and make something.